Hey, welcome in. FG here. So we are now getting back into the phase two backlog box. This one I'm just going to kind of go through, and I'm starting today with one that's. Um, I know my motto is also tape is cheap. This one got mummified in tape. I will say that it's just kind of they reused a sticker. That's not good. You never want to leave a sticker on a reused envelope. Um, but yeah, today is Belgian-Congo for 72.40. This is one that is not a cheap coin, and it's not one that's on the current country list, so it was not one for the challenge, but it's one that is in the Numista list of countries, so I wanted to pick one up, and I found one. So that price that you found there, that is maybe the cheapest price I've ever seen one of these. And I actually had a long discussion with the seller after I purchased it. Um, he messaged me and we had a chat about it, and this actually was a son that's basically selling off his father's collection because his mom doesn't know what to do with it now that the dad has Alzheimer's. So they were selling it off, and he had just kept reducing the price, and eventually it got to a place where I figured, well, I can't not buy it. So 72.40 is what I paid, and the pictures that he took were really poor pictures, and that was one of the things I told him, because he had other coins up there also. The pictures he took were poor pictures, and it was really hard to get a good idea of the grade of the coin. And if the coin is a Unk coin, which you can see it has some toning or gunk on it here. I know that could be old cleaning, but if it's a genuine coin, and if it's an Unk coin, then this should be in the hundreds of dollars, as opposed to $72 that I got it for. So the back looks really kind of good. The pictures made it, I don't know how to describe the pictures. The pictures made it look like it was really beat up. Now I do see there's a little bit of scratching there. There's some scratching up here. So I don't know if those would ding it for being circulated or not. But either way, I'm pretty happy with the coin. Now it does have, that does kind of look green coming through. So I wonder if this is not a genuine coin. Now if it's got copper in there, it's going to slide like a silver coin, because copper slides like silver. So that's not a good test. I mean, that's a good test. It's either copper or silver. Let's put the Numista page up here really quick. All right, and that could explain why we're seeing a little bit of that greenish hint. This is only 60% silver, so I'm guessing the other 40% probably is copper, or partly copper. And I don't know how a 60% coin should sound when pinging. So That is a interesting dilemma. I will have to maybe take it into uh, either Uncle Rick's or Harry's. Maybe I'll go to Harry's tomorrow on my lunch break and have them take a look, see what they think if it's a genuine coin. But looking at it here on the Numista page, we can see 50 francs minted in 1944 for the Belgian-Congo at that point in time. 17.5 grams. The obverse, now the pictures are backwards here, but it says the obverse is the elephant with the date. So a very cool, another wildlife elephant coin. Always like the elephants. And then the reverse is the face value with the 2 stars. And it was minted in Pretoria, South Africa. So very cool. Let's scroll down and we can see that this says that there were 1 million of them minted. But the problem is there's not that very many silver coins for the Belgian-Congo. This is one of the very few. So that's a lot of coins, but they have to go around amongst all the collectors, right? So you can see the value, numismatic value that Numista's putting on it in here. If it's VFXF, which from the pictures, I was guessing that maybe it would just be a VF, maybe an XF. So I was kind of looking at it being worth in that 75 to 79 range. But if it's closer to like an AU or an UNC, uncirculated with bag marks on it, for instance, you can see the price goes up dramatically between AU and UNC. It does only have $19 worth of silver, so I did pay way over silver, but I think at $72.40 with good photos I'd be able to resell it for at least what I put into it. So I thought that as long as it's a genuine coin, that was an okay risk, a pretty good deal. All right, let's put up the map here real quick. And we're looking in Central Africa there at what is today the Democratic Republic of the Congo. And let's see what happens as we add this coin into the database. And it actually updates not just the Democratic Republic of the Congo, but you see it actually also colored in Burundi and Rwanda, the 2 little tiny countries that are to the east of the Congo, sandwiched in between Congo and Tanzania and Uganda. So it filled in all 3 of those countries were at this point in time under control from Belgian-Congo. All right, let's see. I am going to take this in, so I'm not going to put it into a flip at this point. But what I am going to do, so this is what his dad had it in. And we'll get out the silver book here, because I did leave a page for this in here. So up here we have Bulgaria, let's see, Brazil, Belgium right here. So we have a spot open right here. Yes, I still haven't gotten these tokens printed. I've been too busy printing cases for pours. But so we have Belgium right here, and that's where this would go, would be right before Belgium, so Belgian-Congo. So there we go. That is where it would go in the book. But I'll probably take that into the shop with me, and we'll check it out with Harry probably, and see what they say. So stay tuned. I'll let you know. But anyways, that's it for today. That was a very cool find. Again, I enjoyed actually the exchange I had back and forth with the seller. He's not a coin person, so he was asking me, based on his research, it was supposed to go for a lot more. Why was he not selling it? So I was able to give him some pointers for lighting and how he might take better pictures of some of the other coins that he had. I also pointed him to Numista to give him an idea of where he could do some research and check out, at least what it's listing as numismatic value, to get a kind of rule of thumb ballpark. I mean, there's all kinds of sites you can use. A lot of them have, I guess what we would consider retail prices. I think usually Numista is on the more realistic side than some of the other prices that you might find on sites, such as if you're looking for the price on NGC, for instance. But anyways, that was a great conversation. So I'm actually was really happy about picking that up and having that conversation with the seller. Alrighty, with that, as always, thank you for your subscriptions and your comments, and I'll catch you in the next one.